What is normalization? Normalization is a process of minimizing redundancy and dependency by organizing fields and tables of database. The main aim of normalization is to add, delete, or modify fields that can be made in a single table. Next question is, what is denormalization? Denormalization is a technique used to access data from higher to lower normal forms of database. It is also a process of introducing redundancy into a table by incorporating data from the related tables. What are all the different normalizations? The normal forms can be divided into 5 forms, and they are explained below. First, normal form. This should remove all the duplicate columns from the table, creation of tables for the related data, and identification of unique columns. Second normal form, 2NF, meeting all requirements of the first normal form, placing the subset of a data in a separate tables, and creation of relationship between the tables using primary keys. Third normal form, 3NF. This should meet all requirements of second normal form, removing the columns which are not dependent on the primary key constraints. Fourth normal form, 3NF, meeting all the requirements of the third normal form, and it should not have multi-valued dependency. What is view? A view is a virtual table which consists of subset of data contained in table. Views are not virtually present and it takes less space to store. View can have data of one or more tables combined, and it is depending on the relationship. What is an index? An index is a performance tuning method of allowing faster retrieval of records from the table. An index creates an entry for each value and it will be faster to retrieve data. What are all the different types of indexes? There are three types of indexes. Unique index. This indexing does not allow the field to have duplicate values if the column is unique indexed. Unique index can be applied automatically when primary key is defined. Next is cluster index. This type of index records the physical order of the table and search based on the key values. Each table can have only one cluster index. Non-cluster index. Non-cluster index does not alter the physical order of the table and maintains the logical order of the data. Each table can have 999 non-cluster indexes. What is a cursor? A database cursor is a control which enables traversal over the rows or records in the table. This can be viewed as a pointer to one row in a set of rows. Cursor is very much useful for traversing such a retrieval, addition, and removal of database records. What is relationship and what are they? Database relationship is defined as the connection between tables in a database. There are various databasing relationships, and they are as follows: one-to-one relationship, one-to-many relationship, many-to-one relationship, self-referencing relationship. What is a query? A database query is a code written in order to get the information back from the database. Query can be designed in such a way that it matches with our expectation of the result set. Simply a question to the database. What is a subquery? A subquery is a query within another query. The outer query is called as a main query, and inner query is called as a subquery. A subquery is always executed first, and the result of the subquery is passed on to the main query. What are the types of subquery? There are two types of subquery: correlated and non-correlated. A correlated subquery cannot be considered as independent query, but it can refer the column in a table listed in the form the list of the main query. A non-correlated subquery can be considered as an independent query, and the output of the subquery are substituted in the main query. What is stored procedure? A stored procedure is a function consists of many SQL statements to access database system. Several SQL statements are consolidated into a stored procedure and execute them whenever and wherever required.